Hi everyone, today we are going to perform Gmail operations using Google API. For this we are going to generate access token. We need to open Google Cloud Platform. Here API and services. Credentials. Create credentials. OAuth client ID. Application type is web application and redirect URL. This is localhost. This is our client ID and client secret. Now we need to generate authorization code. These details we need to fill to hit this API. First is client ID. Redirect URL is localhost. Now scope is very important because it defines permission of access token. These are Gmail API scopes. Different scopes have different permissions. We are going to use this scope. It has full access to the account's mailbox, so we need to use it carefully. Now we are going to make this one-liner. This is my Google account. Now this redirect URL, it has authorization code. Now in second API, I need to use this authorization code. The second API will generate refresh token. Now client ID and client secret. These first two APIs we need to use one time. Once refresh token is generated, then we need to use it every time, the third API, so we can create our access token. Now I am going to create one-liner. Now hitting this curly request. This is our refresh token. I am going to use this in our third API. Client ID and client secret. I can borrow it from previous API. Now again going to create one-liner. Now this API we need to use every time to generate access token. This is our access token. Now I can run it one more time. You can see the access token is generated. This is valid for 3600 seconds. That is 1 hour. After that, if I need to perform operation again, then I need to generate new access token. Now I'm going to perform read email. For this I have used this access token as a bearer and I'm going to hit this curl request. These are all the message ID of my mailbox. I'm going to use this message ID because I want to read this email. So I have used this message ID in this curl request and going to use this access token. Now it will generate output in base 64. So if we want to make it in plain text, then we need to decode it. We can use base 64 --decode. You can see this is in base 64. So I have used pipe and I can use it to see the output in plain text. Okay, so this is my email in plain text. There were some URLs in this email. Now if you want to send email, so first I'm going to create this file in plain text. It will have to and from email address and mail subject and mail body. Now I need to convert this plain text into base 64. You can see text of this plain text file. Now I'm going to convert it into base 64. Now if you see this encoded file, you can see this is the text in base 64. Now I am going to use this encoded file in our next API that will send the email. Okay, here is some error. Okay, I need to pass it properly. Correct format of double quotes and single quotes. I'm going to use as a variable. I need to change this double quotes correctly. Now if I hit this API, okay, now the email is sent. If I check the inbox, I receive this email. This is the correct subject as well as correct email body. Now if I want to read this email using Gmail API, I will find this message ID. That should be the first one because it is the latest email. And it returns output in base 64. You can see the data that is base 64, so I can convert into plain text. Now if I want to delete this email, I will use delete email API and I will use same message ID. You can see the mail is deleted. I am checking in inbox, I reload this page, first mail is deleted. So that's how you can perform operations using Gmail API. I hope this tutorial will help you. Make sure you delete and generate new client ID in secret if it is leaked. Thank you for watching.